So, I recently got my hands on the Aventon Sinch 2, and let me tell you, I've been buzzing to give this folding e-bike a spin. I've had my eye on it in the hopes that it might just be the folding e-bike bliss I've been searching for. I'm Lisa from eBiking Today, and I've got a lot of info to share on the Sinch 2 folding fat tire e-bike. I'll break down the pros and cons, compare costs, and tell you what else you need to know to decide if it's the best e-bike for you. Starting with an easy step-through folding frame and a bit of a rugged look, I'm excited to take you along on my ride in this Aventon Sinch 2 review. Let's go! Here are the pros of the Aventon Sinch 2. Super easy unboxing and assembly. Removing the sustainable packaging was easy, and assembling the Sinch 2 was a breeze. I didn't need to attach even one component. I folded up the handlebar, unfolded the e-bike frame, used two tools that came with it to tighten up, unfolded the pedals, adjusted the seat to the correct height, added some air to the tires, and I was ready to ride. Foldable design. One of the biggest highlights, the Sinch 2 e-bike folds up neatly. Thus, it's perfect for city dwellers with limited storage space or folks who want to toss it in the trunk of their car for some off-the-beaten-path riding. Powerful motor. It's got a 500-watt sustained hub motor with a 750-watt peak, which means you get that extra push when you need it. I found it to be plenty powerful and easily rode up hills at 19 to 20 miles per hour. Torque sensor. If you checked out my review of the Aventon Aventure.2, you already know that I love torque sensors. Having one on the Sinch 2 is a huge benefit, giving me more control over how I ride. I've linked the Aventure.2 review below the video to help you learn more about riding with a torque sensor. Integrated lights with turn signals. The Sinch 2's front headlight may be standard, but the integrated rear lights with turn signals upgrade the safety factor. Using them to change lanes worked to my advantage and notified others of my intention to turn. Strong battery life. After riding it for 1 hour, the 48-volt battery had lost only 6% of its charge. Thus, if you ride like I did with low to moderate pedal assist and occasional throttle, then you should be able to ride close to 55 miles on a full charge. Some folding e-bikes have a range of only 20 to 30 miles on a single charge. Just understand that this distance can vary based on factors such as the rider's weight, terrain, pedal assist level, and typical usage. Fat tires. I love having 4-inch wide tires instead of the 3-inch tires I've had on other electric folding bikes. The Sinch's fat tires gave great traction on my favorite rocky paths. Further, the ride felt stable and secure with the wide contact surface of the 4-inch fat tires and the low-to-ground 20-inch tires. This will be particularly helpful for new e-bike riders or those wanting extra assurance on uneven surfaces. Front suspension. You'll get up to 45 millimeters of travel to help reduce bumps on the road and off-road. At first, I found the bumps quite strong and jarring, but once I adjusted the suspension, my ride became much more relaxing. Although there's more to show, if you like what you see, check out the details in the description below the video. And while you're there, please subscribe for more electric bike reviews and e-biking adventure. Here are some of the other benefits of the Sinch 2. The backlit LCD display. I appreciate the easy-to-read, full-color LCD screen. It provides info like speed, distance, pedal assist, and battery life. And be sure to check out the Aventon iOS and Android app. 4 levels of pedal assist: Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. You get to choose how much oomph you want when you're pedaling. Ride up to 20 miles per hour using pedal assist or using the on-demand throttle. I found both easily achievable. Whether you want a light assist or full on, take me to the top of this hill without breaking a sweat, seating riders from 4 foot 11 inches to 6 feet 2 inches, the Sinch 2 fits almost anyone. Plus, being able to step through the frame makes it accessible for any fitness level as long as you can ride a regular bike. At 5 feet 1 inch, I sit upright and am super comfortable. The adjustable handlebars are just one more thing that makes it a comfy e-bike. And here are a couple of bonuses. A rear rack and dual fenders are included with the Sinch 2 electric bike. Now, before I show you the cons I discovered in my Aventon Sinch 2 review and test ride, the first thing to know is that the Sinch 2 ST, or step-through, and the first generation Sinch electric bike, or step-over, frame are priced separately. The Sinch 2 retails for about $200 more, around $17.99, which is a great value considering the multiple added and improved features. Longer range and the addition of a torque sensor is worth paying a little more for, in my opinion. Plus, most riders will benefit from the low-step frame. When comparing the Aventon Sinch 2 retail price to other folding electric bikes, it's in the mid-price range. Make sure to check the most recent prices and reviews when shopping around. Now, here are the cons. Cost. Like most e-bikes, the Sinch 2 isn't exactly cheap. If you're on a tight budget, this might not be the one for you. But if it's in your price range, the quality and value make it a winner. Plus, Aventon bikes offer sales like the one for $300 off. Handlebar grips. Although they're very grippy, they aren't the most comfortable, as you can see by the light pattern left on my hand. The upside is that your hands won't slip, and thankfully, nicer grips are inexpensive, so this is not a deal breaker. Folding mechanism. While it's super handy that it folds, the mechanism took me a bit to get used to. Initially, I didn't push it hard enough to lock it, and my first attempt at folding it took some time. So, what else do you need to know? Weighing in at around 68 pounds, it's not lightweight, but it is pretty standard for a fat tire folding e-bike. Still, it could be a bit cumbersome for some people. And even though it's foldable, it still takes up a bit of space because of its chunky frame holding a decent-sized battery. Make sure to check the dimensions to ensure it'll fit wherever you plan on storing it. A few other things to know. It has 8 speeds, mechanical disc brakes, and a weight limit of 300 pounds, while the rear rack holds a hefty 55 pounds. Be careful when reading the reviews on the Aventon site. Some customer reviews about the original Sinch bike are mixed with the new Sinch 2 step-through, so looking at the specs can get a bit confusing. A link to the correct Sinch 2 step-through specifications can be found in the description below the video. So, what's my conclusion from the Aventon Sinch 2 review? The Sinch 2 is a pretty perfect e-bike and qualifies as folding e-bike fat tire bliss, just as I hoped it would. And if you're looking for a bike that blends urban commuting with off-road adventure, it could just be the best electric bike for you. I hope you've learned a lot in my Sinch 2 e-bike review. And as always, enjoy your ride.